Hey guys, how's it going? We are going to be talking about my 2025 annual order for Proven Winners plants. And I am nervous because my husband is here with me and I didn't tell him how much I just spent. I placed my order 10 minutes ago. He just rolled his eyes. So we're going to jump into it. I ordered 10 plants, and so we're going to go over the 10 plants that I ordered, where they're going, and what I plan to do with them. And I ordered more than 10 plants. I ordered 10 varieties. So I spent a total of $447.57 because I had a $25 coupon. So it worked out perfectly. I saved money. He's not entertained. He's behind the camera. So, I ordered all my plants through Gardening with Creekside. I ordered them from Jenny's website. I met her last year in the summertime. I went to Ohio, met her and her husband, and I know that they sell Proven Winners plants, and I have a very hard time finding Proven Winners annuals in my area. So I went ahead and I placed my order. I ordered 10 different things. Some of them I ordered 10 of, and some of them I only ordered one of. So I restrained myself. So let's jump right into it because I'm very excited about all of these plants. The first thing that I ordered was some petunias. I ordered the Supertunia Saffron Finch Petunia, and I am so excited about this plant. I love, I'll tell you another one that I ordered. I also ordered the Supertunia Vista Snowdrift Petunia. And my plan is to get the two of these to kind of play off of each other. I think that they're going to be so gorgeous. I want to do kind of a border with them alternating. I think that that would be really, really pretty. And I think that they will play off of each other so nicely. The Snowdrift has, it's all white with like a little tiny bit of yellow in the throat of it. And then the Saffron Finch is all yellow with a little bit of white just around the edge of it. And I think that they'll just be like a beautiful pairing and like play off of each other so nicely. So I ordered 5 of the Saffron Finch and I ordered 5 of the Snowdrift. So both of these plants are full sun, as much sun as I can possibly give them. And they're going to both get about 12 inches tall and about 18 to 24 inches wide. And I do plan to fertilize these on a weekly fertilizer. Anytime I've ever done petunias or supertunias specifically, I usually go in with the Proven Winners water soluble fertilizer. I just ordered off of Amazon and I've had the best result with it. I do anything that's in a container with the water soluble fertilizer, and then any of my petunias, whether they're in the ground or not, I do those also on a weekly fertilizer. And I think that this is going to be kind of a fun mix to have the two of these growing right next to each other. And I'm going to plant them a little bit closer than they need to be because I want them to grow together and I want them to just kind of look like a mass of like yellows and whites. And I think it'll be really pretty. The next plant that I ordered, I only ordered 2 of them, and this is the Supertunia Latte. And I love the Supertunia Latte. I have yet to successfully grow it in my garden. I have grown it now 2 times, and both times the plant has died on me. So this is my 3rd time growing it, and this is going to be the last time growing it if I can't get it to actually grow and be successful. So it's a full sun lover, and both times I've grown it in full sun. It says that it gets about 4 to 12 inches tall and 18 inches to 2 feet wide. I don't know. We will see. But I really like this one. I love the creamy edges about it. And then the center is this like latte. It's got a little more purple to it. It's like a purple brown in the centers, and I just think it's absolutely stunning. It's one that I would really like to get to grow and have really good success with this one. So this year I'm going to grow it in a container. I've got the 2 concrete containers by our front pergola, and my plan is to grow 1 in each container. And we will see if I can successfully do it in a container. I have tried in the ground 2 times, and so I'm just thinking we're going to try something else because that was not working. The next thing that I ordered, I did control myself and I only ordered 1 of these. This is the Solenia Apricot Riger Begonia, and I've never grown any begonia before, but I saw them last year when we went to this botanical garden and I fell in love with begonias. I thought they were so pretty. And so this is one that I ordered 1, and my plan is to grow it in a container all by itself. It says that it needs part sun to full sun, but I know in my growing zone, if it says full sun, it only means morning sun, especially for begonia. So if this is going to get any sun at all, it's going to get just morning sun, and then it'll get, maybe if I decide to plant it somewhere else, it'll get dappled sun. But I want to grow this one in a container. It gets about 12 inches tall, 12 inches wide, and I just thought having this be just one single plant in a terracotta container, I thought it would be really pretty, and I just loved the color of it. I loved the amount of blooms that it gets. And it says that it's supposed to be well branching, mildew resistant, and it's just supposed to just continue to bloom nonstop. So I'm very excited about this. I'm excited to start dabbling in the world of begonias. The next one that I ordered is Diamond Snow Euphorbia, and I love Diamond Snow Euphorbia. I have grown this a couple times now, and this one is a stunning, stunning plant to grow in the garden. I grew it where it got full morning sun, and then it got midday sun, and then protection from probably around 4 o'clock in the afternoon on, and it can totally handle the hot, hot, hot sun. That's just where I grew it, and I did have really good success with it. But you can definitely grow it, at least in my growing zone, which is growing zone 9A, Northern California. You can grow it in full hot sun. The more sun this thing gets, the happier I'm sure it'll be. But I like Diamond Snow because of how white it gets and its mounding habit. It gets about 18 inches tall and wide. And there's Diamond Snow, Diamond Frost, and then there's another one. And the Frost one just has like light amount of it, and then the Diamond Snow has, I think there's like Diamond Mountain or something like that. Diamond Snow is just like all white, and it is so, so gorgeous. So I will be planting this one probably in full sun. I think I'm going to plant it over by our aviary that we have. I thought that that would be really, really pretty. So Diamond Snow, lots and lots of like bloom on it. It's an all-white plant. Diamond Mountain gets bigger, and then Diamond Frost is about the same size as Diamond Snow, but it is a little more airy, and you'll see more green than you will see the white blooms. And I ordered 3 of those. I don't know if I said that or not. The next plant that I ordered is one that I think that I just need to make sure that I have every single year. This is the Wicked Witch Coleus, and it is my favorite Coleus, one of my favorite Coleuses, hands down. So with Wicked Witch Coleus, I love the edges on it. It's like a serrated edge, and it's just so beautiful. And the edge of it is this like chartreuse green, so it's really standing out in the garden. And then it itself, on like the inside of the leaves, are this like, it's a very, very dark red, close to black, but very, very red. It's stunning in the garden. It gets about 3 feet tall, 3 feet wide. It branches, it spreads out, and I love to cut on it, and I love to use it in flower arrangements. And you cut on it, and you can't even tell if you took 2 or 3 branches off of it, and then it fills right back in and it continues to branch. And I think Wicked Witch is one that everyone should have in their garden. I ordered 5 of them this year, and I'm so excited about it. I would love to put them around our bird bath that we have near our basement door. I just think that that would be a perfect area to just have that be full of Wicked Witch. I'm trying to get away from just doing little one-offs in the landscape, which is what I used to do, because plants are so expensive. I mean, I think I was paying $10.99 a plant is what I was paying here, but I did get a little bit of a discount because they were doing like a flash sale, and I was like, okay, look, if I'm going to do it, I got to do it right. And I think 5 of them rather than just 1 of them is going to be such a big impact. This one, though, is one that is a shade lover, especially in my area. If you're going to plant it anywhere that gets sun, morning sun only, none of the afternoon sun. It will scorch, it will burn, it will wilt, and they are pretty thirsty plants. So the spot that I'm planting them gets a lot of water, and water just tends to sit. So I think that they'll be really happy there. It's going to get a little bit of morning sun, and then it's going to get a ton of water. The next one that I ordered is the Rockapulco Apple Blossom Double Impatiens, and I am so excited for this plant. This is a shade lover. This is like partial shade at most. In my growing zone, it needs to be full shade, so that is where I'm going to be planting it. I'm going to be planting it right next to our lion fountain that we have. I'm going to do 3 on one side, 3 on the order, 3 on the order. I'm going to do 3 on one side, 3 on the other. So I ordered a total of 6 of them. They get about 20 inches tall and about 2 feet wide. So they get a little more wide than they do tall. And They're supposed to just continue to bloom and continue to just like be this beautiful show in the garden. I'm so excited about it. I'm trying to get away from pink blooms in the garden, but this is one that I've wanted to try growing for a couple years. I just have never been able to find it locally. So that's why I'm ordering so much online this year. And so I found them online and I thought they were so pretty and I've wanted to grow them and I'm very, very excited about it. Anything that says apple blossom, I pretty much will jump on. It doesn't even need to look like an apple blossom, but if the title is apple blossom, I'm all about it. I just think that it's just so, so pretty. And I think having that flanking around the fountain, filling the whole base of it is just going to be a showstopper in the garden. The next one that I ordered 10. I ordered 10 of them. This is the one that I ordered the most of, and this is the one that I'm really, really excited about. This is the Surefire Rose Begonia, and I have heard amazing things about this plant. I've seen the Surefire Rose and I've seen the Surefire White, and both of them are absolutely stunning. So I ordered 10 of them because I want this to be a big impact, and so I ordered them for them to go where our garden gate gazebo thing that I built is, the mirrored gate. And I'm gonna do 5 on one side, 5 on the other, and I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. So it says that they can handle sun to shade, and what I've seen is that they can truly handle the sun in our area. So I'm very excited about that. Most begonias in our area cannot handle the sun. And so for these to be able to handle the sun, and what I've seen is them actually be able to handle it, is just something that I'm so stoked about. They get about 2 feet tall, 2 feet wide, and I really wanted to have a big, huge show, a big drift on them. So it'll be 5 on one side of a walkway, 5 on the other side of the walkway, leading up to this little gate that we've got. I guess it's a big gate, but I just thought it would be really pretty and be a lot of color. And I thought that the color on it was really, really nice. I know I said I'm trying to get away from pink, but from what I've seen in the landscape, they're more like a very, very dark pink bordering on red-ish. The photos that I see online are very pink, but from what I have actually seen in person and like in other photos is that they do lean a little more red. So this was one that I was like, okay, we're not going to count it as pink. The next one that I ordered is definitely pink. This is the Truffula Pink Gomphrena, and it gets about 2.5 feet tall by about 2 feet 2 inches wide, and it's a very airy plant, and the hummingbirds love it. The first time that I ever grew it, there were hummingbirds all over this thing, and I think it's because it's got these little teeny tiny trumpets of flowers on them that the hummingbirds really love. Anything trumpet shaped, hummingbirds tend to really go after. So I think that this will be one that I think is going to be really fun to have in the garden. I ordered 5 of those. So I want to do just kind of a small little section of them. They want full sun. The more sun they get, the happier they will be. Definitely don't plant them somewhere where they're getting dappled sun. These guys, where I'm going to plant them, they're going to get just afternoon sun. They're going to cook and they're going to be so, so happy in the garden. And I'm also going to be very happy with them. I know I said I'm trying to get away from pinks, and then here I am showing you pink, and the next one that I show you is also going to be pink. I just realized that. But my order only has, out of 10 items, only 4 of them are technically pink. And out of those 4, I'm not counting one of them. So we're going to say 3 of them are pink. But either way, I'm so stoked to have the Truffula Pink Gomphrena. The first year I grew them, I fell in love with them. I didn't grow any last year, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't grow any last year. But last year was a huge learning year for me about what I truly like and what I truly don't like, and what I want in the garden and what I don't want in the garden, and what I want to see. And I had one bed, I think it was 2 years ago at this point, the whole bed was pink. And I did love it, but I don't want the entire garden to be pink, so I'm fine with little pops of pink around the garden. That one bed that I did, it was really pretty having it all be pink, but I just want to get away from that and just have little pockets of pink in the garden. And the last part of my order, I only ordered 1 of these, and I am very, very excited about it. I told you guys I am going to be loving begonias this year, and I've got 3 different begonia plants. This is the Double Delight Apple Blossom Begonia, and of course I got it because I'm wanting to get into begonias, and then it said apple blossom, and I said sold. Whatever you need, take the credit card. It gets about 14 inches tall, 2 feet wide. My plan is to grow this in a concrete container that I have, so I expect it to stay a little bit smaller. It says part sun to sun, so it should be able to handle quite a bit more sun in my area. So where I am going to be planting it, it's going to be getting morning sun coming in, and then it'll get protection probably around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. all the way to the rest of the day, so it won't get any of the super harsh hot sun where our rays really just tend to burn things. So I'm very excited about this. I want this to just be a standalone plant. I want it to be all on its own in a container. And this is one that I saw 2 years ago and I fell in love with it. This one to me truly looks like it's got like apple blossoms with the yellow center and then the pink on the outside, and then they fade to like a creamy color. And I just think it's going to be, I think it's going to be stunning on its own in the concrete container that I have for it. I am so excited to see it in that container. And I'm very happy that I'm placing my order now, because otherwise I will be missing out on a lot of these things. So all of these are annuals for me. I can probably winter over some of these begonias, and maybe I can winter over a few other things, but I really don't anticipate it. The petunias, usually I can winter some of those over, and second year I'll usually get like a good show out of them, but I have found that it is really best for me to just rip them out and just start fresh. The plants seem to be really tired by the second year, which I have done before. I just don't get as amazing of a show. So that is my order for 2025 annuals from Proven Winners, and I'm so excited. I ordered all of these from Gardening with Creekside, and like I said, my grand total was $447.57. It is a lot of plants. I have 43 items coming, so I don't think that that's too bad. It averages to about a little over $10 per plant, and shipping was free. And it's going to be so exciting when all of these get here. I'm going to be so busy, and I do think that me ordering 10 varieties of plants and ordering larger quantities is going to make a huge impact in the garden and really help with me doing I normally just go to the store and I'll be like, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this, and I'll just buy one of each plant. And I think this is going to really truly help me be able to have a better show in the garden and really appreciate these plants and make it so that I get to see a big show rather than just one plant and have to appreciate one single plant in the garden. So that is going to be it. That is it for my 2025 annual order. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys are looking for, what you have ordered, what you plan to order, and make sure you jump on ordering soon, because don't do what I have done in the past where you just wait until the very last minute, springtime, and everything is already sold out because everyone ordered when I ordered. So thank you guys for visiting our garden, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.